Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Armchair Pundit. We are back for another RBS Six Nations video. We're going to be previewing all the round three games. Scotland are hosting Wales, France travel to Dublin, and England have Italy at Twickenham. That's all to come. Okay, so let's start with the Scotland-Wales game. So obviously Scotland come into this game off a narrow defeat to France. They've picked up a few injuries. It'll be interesting to see the team they put out. Wales, as we know, lost a heartbreaker to England in the last couple of minutes. They'll be looking to bounce straight back from that. Let's focus on Scotland for the time being. Big news coming out of the Scottish camp in the week is that they've actually lost their captain, Laidlaw, for the rest of the tournament. He's their talisman. He's their go-to guy, and they're going to seriously miss him. Who have they got to possibly replace within their squad? They've got Al Price. He's only had 2 caps, though, both of them off the bench, so he's probably not going to be a starter next game. The other replacement option is Henry Pyrgos. He's had 18 caps, only started 5 of those, though. So he's been there. He's played a few games, been around a few years, so you bank on him to start. Is he a real life-like replacement for Laidlaw? Probably not. That is going to be a bit of a weakness. Scotland, it doesn't help their cause. Scotland haven't beaten Wales since 2007. It's been a horrible run. Last 2 games have actually been extremely close. 2015, Wales won 26-23, very close game. 2016, Wales won 27-23, very, 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 very close. Scotland, we know, have had struggles at scrum time. Wales have been fairly solid. I fear as though Scotland are maybe generating a bit of a negative reputation for themselves. So if scrum starts going down, is the referee going to start paying Scotland for that, given their troubles they've had in the last few weeks? Possibly. I hope it doesn't come to that, but I think that might play a bit of a part. Wales, at the set piece, certainly are on top. Scotland, they've got some good forwards, but they just haven't got the collective unit to cope with Wales this weekend. Backlines, I think the Welsh backline is probably a little bit sharper than the Scottish as a whole. Scotland have probably got maybe a few more standout individuals. They got Finn Russell, they got Stuart Hogg. Individually, they might have a few brother sparks, but I think Wales as a team are probably just a bit too much for Scotland this week. I think Scotland, they need some of their steel back. They need Nell back. They just need some of their bigger forwards. Backline's not doing too bad, but their backline can't really fire if the forwards aren't giving them a good platform, particularly off of set pieces. So I think Wales are going to win this, probably around about 12 points. I think it'll be a good game, depending on the weather. I hope it's not too wet. Wales by about 12 on this one. Moving on to the Ireland-France game in Dublin. Now, this is going to be a fascinating game. Game of the round for me, this one. Is Sexton going to be back? Is he back from injury? I don't know. I haven't read any reports saying he's playing. I haven't really read any reports saying that he's not. So I'm not sure. Paddy Jackson, no, he's been a very, very good replacement. Very, very, very good. He's been solid. He played extremely well against Italy. He took his chances extremely well. He led that team around the park. Ireland have won 3 of the last 4 against France. France won the last one, though, 10-9 in Paris. France, they've won one, lost one, but they've both been very, very close games. They had to basically beat up Scotland to win, but they let Scotland into the game. I kind of figured it would be a close game. I thought that France would squeak past them, and they did. Ireland should have probably beaten Scotland in the first week, and they absolutely ran right against Italy in the second week. I think Ireland are going to have too much France this week. I think the forwards, although France's forwards are going to be bigger, Ireland's forwards are going to match them. Certainly Ireland's scrum is going to pose a much bigger test to France's than Scotland did last week. I think Ireland will probably win this. It's not going to be a massive blowout. I think Ireland will win it by about 10. France will probably be in it. Well, they'll be in it right to the end, but I think Ireland will have just a bit too much. I think the back lines again have matched fairly evenly. I think Ireland's probably just do it. Packs again fairly even, but again I think Ireland's just a more rounded pack. France are brutal when they're big, but Ireland is just, they've got the physicality when they need it, but they can also get around the park as well. So Ireland for me by about 10. Okay, let's move on to England against Italy at Twickenham. Machiavelli is actually back on the Saracens lineup this weekend. He's been, I think, back about 9 weeks with an injury, so he's going to be a big return. Whether he'll then go into the England squad, I'm not sure. I don't know if he'll then go and play in the England squad. Will Willie Jones use this opportunity against a ruling Italy team to ring the changes, try out different combinations, maybe put Benty in at 12, Farrell in at 10? Possibly. I'm not sure if he'll necessarily make massive wholesale changes. I think he'll want to keep the team fairly consistent going into the last 2 rounds, which are big games, Scotland and Ireland coming up. So I don't think he's going to want to mix and match too much. I wouldn't expect to see too many changes. Italy, well, I just don't know. Really, I don't think they've got a lot to pick from. I can't imagine they have too many changes. Priest is going to make a nuisance of himself like he always does. He's going to be a standout player. England by 60. I think it'll be a pretty similar tale to the Ireland-Italy game. So yeah, I got England by 60 on this one. Guys, I want to see your expectations for the results from the weekends. Do you think I got it right? Do you think Scotland can pull out the bag against Wales? They are 1-1 at the moment. Can they make it? Can they get a win against Wales this weekend, or will Wales be too strong? Do you agree with my Ireland-France result? Do you think Ireland are going to cruise? Do you think France are going to make some surprises? And England-Italy. Guys, any comments you got about that game, please share them. Give it a like if you liked it. And subscribe for more. See you next time. Cheers.